Beautiful Puget Sound just to our west. You get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington.
This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle
with the Washington football team.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run on first down. Felton, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that could be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them.
Now Mayfield.
Over the middle, he finds Eskridge. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Felton. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Mayfield off the play fake.
That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Alert, 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 alert. King.
Throwing, Mayfield.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Washington.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say,
Go long. Go get it, big man.
And his maximum speed there, according to the next-gen stats, 21.9 miles per hour.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run the counter. Felton. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Hey, alert 33. Kings.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says this.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 3rd down, Felton. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
We got 3. We got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Hey, alert 33.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
That's how you get right up off of the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Darrell Henderson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here's Gibson to start the drive. It's a 1st down and more for Gibson. There he goes left side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. To throw is Wilson. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Mike 3. Mike 3. Danny. Check out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. They'll try the left side. Felton. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Felton again.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
Really nice pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and short, and you figure, let's go ahead and run it again. But, boy, that outcome leaves you in a difficult 3rd down, doesn't it?
Didn't stand a chance from the start. You could tell they were going in the wrong direction. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back.
And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Play action now. Here's Mayfield.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 34.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
A very solid gain of 27.
Here we go. 8, 3, 6. Check the out. Check the out. Play 50.
They go play action now. Wilson.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Diaz. And out of bounds right around the 20. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Diaz. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Final play of the half, Mayfield. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A handoff for Gibson. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 99 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. They go play action with Wilson. And some room to maneuver. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia.
But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Wilson's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. Here's a give to Gibson.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Play action. It's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Diaz. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Check.
Play action. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally. But he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Rosa's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Twisting away, shedding through the defense, and he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Hey, alert!
Mayfield down.
That's going to be taken in by Felton.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
What you got, Heavy? What you got?
On first and 10, it's Gibson.
Finding room to the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line.
116 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Hurry, ready, go.
On second down, a run to Gibson.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Rosa's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Push him, run. Push him back. Check.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Felton. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Henderson, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Come off the ball hard. Mike.
On 2nd down, back to Henderson.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Here we go, D. Hey, alert 33. On deck. Switch. Check the backer. Run. Kill. Check.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 20. Here we go.
On the handoff, it's Dallas. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
180. Real.
They run the toss with Henderson. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. Defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be, don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I got you, boy. Hey, watch this.
Henderson.
Keep going, keep running,
And
man.
he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Darrell Henderson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Right there, 56.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Diaz. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Okay, great. 61. Matchbox, light. Record. Safe.
Wilson will throw again. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And this is caught at the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Again, Wilson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Rosas to add the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun to give to Henderson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
20. Mike 3. Switch.
Hey, alert.
Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead drops from 34 down to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Oh, Wilson going to throw. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
Here we go. 3 buzz. Switch.
Throwing is Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
You go tight.
Throwing again here, Wilson. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
80 weapon. 52. I 7. Let's go.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
PAT up and good by Rosas, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a